Florida workers' compensation adjusters may be playing dirty with your claim, but what can you do about it? In this video, you'll learn the top 10 secrets that work comp adjusters don't want you to know, and how to beat them at their own game, because knowledge is power. How's it going? Domenic Celeste, the virtual accident attorney here, and I'm back with another video. For those that don't know, I represent people injured on the job in workers' compensation and due to the fault of another and personal injury all throughout Florida. Now, as usual, before we get started, I have to show you this disclaimer, so just hold tight. And with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Understanding workers' compensation adjusters. Before we get into the secrets that could affect your workers' compensation case, let's break down what an adjuster does. An adjuster works for the insurance company and is in charge of looking at your claim. Think of them as the gatekeepers of your benefits. They decide if you get the help you need. But here's the catch. They're under pressure to look out for the insurance company's best interests, which often doesn't line up with what you need. Now, let's dive into the top 10 secrets that Florida workers' compensation adjusters don't want you to know, and how to use that knowledge to your advantage. No fluff, just the facts. Secret 1, they prefer quick settlements. Adjusters often try to rush you into a quick settlement early in your case when it's cheaper for them. They might throw a lump sum of money offer your way, and it can look pretty tempting at first. But here's the deal. That amount is usually way less than what you really need for long-term medical costs and lost wages. They count on the fact that many injured workers don't fully grasp how valuable their claims can be. That's why it's super important to bring in an attorney who knows the ropes and can fight for the benefits you're entitled to. Bottom line, your case is often worth more as time goes on, especially if you're getting the medical care and lost wages you deserve. Secret 2, they investigate you. Adjusters often hire companies to keep an eye on you. If you put in a claim, there's a good chance they'll be watching what you do to find any reasons to question your claim. This could mean following you around to snap pictures or videos, or even checking out your social media. So it's important to be careful about what you post and how you act outside your home. I always tell my clients to treat it like the insurance company is watching all the time, because even something as simple as picking up groceries, playing with your kid, or sharing a fun dinner photo could be taken the wrong way and used against you. Secret 3, they have access to your work history. Adjusters can look at your work history, including things like how well you did your job, attendance records, past injuries, and any disciplinary actions. They might even use this info to question how reliable you are, or say that your current injuries aren't as bad because of stuff that happened before. While you can't change your past work history, it's important to know how it might impact your case or be used against you. There are a lot of different scenarios that can come up, and we can't cover them all in this video. That's why it's so important to hire an experienced attorney. They can help you navigate the tricky parts and fight for your rights based on what you've been through. And if you happen to see this video before getting hurt, remember to be a good non-confrontational employee, because having a solid work history can really help you in any future work comp claims. Secret 4, they have access to your medical history. Adjusters can access your entire medical history when you file a workers' compensation claim, which means they can find out about any past injuries or treatments you've had. This information can be used against you to deny your benefits, so it's super important to be upfront about any previous accidents or health issues. If you don't disclose this information, it could lead to your claim being denied for fraud. So how do adjusters get your medical information? In Florida, some HIPAA rules are relaxed for work injuries, allowing the adjuster to request and check your medical records without needing your permission, as long as the records come from their authorized doctors. They still need to get your consent to get records from other healthcare providers, but they usually know how to get around this process quickly by having you sign a HIPAA release form that they include with a bunch of other paperwork when your case starts. While some forms you might have to sign, others, like the broad HIPAA release, you might not. It can be tough to figure out what information adjusters can ask for and what should stay private without the help of an attorney. Secret 5, they minimize your injuries. Adjusters often downplay your injuries, saying your condition isn't as bad as you claim. Their main goal is to keep costs down, which leads to lower settlement offers and reduces the overall value of your case. By questioning how serious your injuries are, they can even pressure doctors to limit recommendations for further treatment. It's important to remember that your injuries are real, no matter what the adjuster thinks. Make sure you keep track of everything. Hang on to your medical records, stick to your treatment plan, and always report every symptom at each visit. These details will not only back up your claims, but can also help boost the value of your case. Secret 6. They use utilization reviews to challenge your claims. Insurance adjusters often use something called a utilization review to check on the medical care that their own doctors have recommended for you. They usually do this when they don't think that treatment is really needed, or when it's too expensive and they don't want to pay for it. When injured workers face a utilization review, it can be pretty confusing, and many might give up on getting the treatment they need, thinking they aren't eligible anymore. It's important to know that utilization reviews aren't valid in court, which means they don't really count in the legal process. For a medical opinion to be used as evidence in court, it needs to come from an authorized doctor, an expert called an independent medical examiner or IME, or a doctor appointed by the court called an expert medical advisor or EMA. The doctor involved in a utilization review doesn't fit any of these categories. Secret 7. They hire nurse case management companies. Adjusters often hire nurse case management companies to handle the medical side of your case. These companies help with stuff like finding new doctors, setting up appointments, getting your medical records, and talking to your healthcare providers. While that might sound helpful, keep in mind that these nurse case managers work for the insurance company, not you. Just like adjusters, nurse case managers usually don't have a solid understanding of Florida workers' compensation laws. Their goal is mainly to get you out of medical treatment as quickly as possible, which can sometimes backfire. For instance, they might push to remove opinions from doctors that don't fit what the insurance company wants to hear. This is where having an experienced attorney comes in handy. They know what to look for and what to ask the doctors to make sure your rights and interests are protected. Secret 8. They lack legal training. Many workers' compensation adjusters don't have any formal legal education, and a lot of them don't even have bachelor's degrees. This means that they're making important decisions about your case without really understanding the law. Unfortunately, this lack of understanding can lead to unfair denials and unnecessary delays in getting your claim processed. The good news is that many of these denials aren't actually based on solid legal grounds, which means you can fight back against them. If they wrongfully deny or delay your claim, it could hit the insurance company hard in the wallet by costing them more money for your benefits and even making them cover your attorney's fees, which is something they really want to avoid. That's why it's crucial to work with a knowledgeable attorney who can stand up for you and make sure your rights are protected throughout the claims process. Secret 9. They have to inform you of your rights. In Florida, workers' compensation law says you need to be told about your rights, but sometimes adjusters have so much on their plates that they forget to do this important step. Plus, insurance companies often switch out adjusters frequently, which means you might have different adjusters handling your case, each one assuming you got the paperwork that explains your rights, even if you actually didn't. If that packet never makes it to you, it could actually help you down the line, especially if there are any issues with filing your claim in time. That's why it's super important to hire a good attorney who knows how to use this information to protect your rights and keep you in the loop. Secret 10. There are multiple levels of adjusters. Your claim is handled by different levels of adjusters, with the more experienced ones taking care of the tougher or more expensive cases. At first, a medical adjuster might manage your claim, and if you qualify for wage loss benefits, a lost wage adjuster could jump in too. When you bring an attorney into the picture, it's common for a more skilled adjuster to take over your case. But don't worry, this doesn't mean that your case is going to get harder. Actually, it can help you get your benefits faster, since insurance companies prefer to keep attorney involvement short. So, how can this work to your advantage? Less experienced adjusters might make mistakes early on in your claim, and those errors can create chances for you, potentially leading to penalties for the insurance company. On the flip side, these mistakes can also cause delays and denied benefits. That's why it's very important to get an attorney involved from the beginning. They can help sort through all the denials and make sure your interests are protected. So in summary, insurance adjusters have the power to make decisions, right or wrong, about your workers' compensation claim. While they do this, there are some secrets they don't want you to know, because these can help them delay or deny your benefits, which ultimately saves the work comp insurance company money. Some of those secrets include their push for quick settlements, how they investigate you, their access to your work and medical history, and how they often downplay your injuries. They also use utilization reviews to deny you essential medical care and rely on nurse case management companies to take care of parts of your treatment and talk to your doctors. Many adjusters don't even have formal legal training, yet they're making decisions on your case. They still have to inform you of your rights, but they might forget, and the way adjusters are organized can impact how your case is handled, good or bad. With all that said, the main thing is that you need to hire a knowledgeable attorney to help you in your workers' compensation case. And there you have it. Now you know the top 10 secrets that Florida workers' compensation adjusters don't want you to know, and how to use that knowledge to get the benefits you deserve. If you or someone you know were injured on the job or due to the fault of another, you need to hire an attorney. Give me a call any time of the day or night. I have a 24/7, 365 receptionist, or better yet, you can just text me, 561-935-3822. But that's it for this video. If you got value out of it, or if you learned something, please hit that like and subscribe button. To learn more, watch my previous video here, or watch a video I've chosen for you here. Again, I'm Domenic Celeste, the virtual accident attorney. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.